Well, good evening, everyone. I'm back once again to talk a bit more about the Obi-Wan Kenobi situation. We have new news, right, Rhodes?
Ton of news.
A ton of news.
Yeah.
I actually didn't find the article yet, but I really know what's going on. And
I did an extensive video on it too about an hour ago.
man, this is very, very disturbing. And
nuts.
as the title says, Obi-Wan Kenobi Fallout is worse than what we thought. I thought this was a slam dunk when they announced it, but I guess nothing when it comes to the characters we actually care about should be a slam dunk. I thought it was going to be a slam dunk. I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. Kathleen Kennedy is doing the same old song and dance once again, man. Same old thing. And before we get too far into this, we got 7 people watching right now. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Another day I was planning on relaxing. This is going to be my day off. It didn't happen because news like this keeps coming up. And the news that we're going to talk about now, Rhodes, it didn't actually come out until today, right?
Yeah. Well, number one, we talked about this last night. Grace Randolph had it right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Great video she did, breaking everything down today.
Kudos to her.
I put some other stuff together besides what she had to put in my video. The Hollywood Reporter ran a story on it today as well, kind of peeking behind the curtain even more.
Right.
There's a cover-up involved here.
A cover-up.
Which is sort of really wild. Okay.
Wow.
That reporter from Vanity Fair was actually trying. This is what Grace said. She believes the article that The Wrap came out with that stated, oh no, the Obi-Wan show was great. And the Vanity Fair reporter heavily insinuated they were trying to cover up on behalf of Disney this thing. And that's why they said, oh no, it's still going. And she answered the guy's tweet and said, oh no, there's something going on here. I've been told too many times. And he was like, oh no, it's good. And she's like, no, it's not. It's not good. And then,
are you kidding me?
No. And then now one thing I gotta give to Collider. She said that Collider ran with the story because, and I didn't realize this, part of their business changeover is they want to become a trade paper like Variety, Deadline, and the Hollywood Reporter now.
Yeah, and BuzzFeed too, right?
Yeah, maybe to a lesser extent.
Right. And right before we get through here, make sure you guys smash thumbs up. I see we got Fitzy Clary here. Happy Bear is here. More awesome metal in the house. And Christine Thomason. As you come in, guys, make sure you drop something in the chat. Let us know where you're coming from. And we're going to really start to dive deep into this topic here. So go ahead, Rhodes.
Yeah, so Collider, she said, actually broke away from the fold and ran with the story, and she believes there was a time when they wouldn't have. But now they're like, no, we want to run as legitimately as possible and break actual, trade stories now, just like reliable trade stories, because at the end of the day, regardless of all these sites that we use, there's only 3 that are concrete ever: Deadline, Variety, and the Hollywood Reporter, because they are industry papers.
Right.
It is what, in other words, if I'm Jon Favreau and I want to find out what's going on, I'll go pick up Variety. It used to be an actual, you could walk in. You remember Hastings, the music and video store, Hastings? There was a chain of them. They were all over the place.
I don't remember that.
Sam Goody was another one.
Okay.
Even Blockbuster, you could go in and literally buy in hard copy Variety, okay, the paper, and it was a trade paper. Well,
It's been. I don't think I've been to Blockbuster since like 2006.
Well,
it's been a while.
this would have been in the 90s, in fact.
Yeah. Okay.
But now it's all online, of course. But that's what Collider's trying to do.
You're trying to make me think 20 years ago.
You can do that. Come on now.
It's been a while, man.
If I can remember 20 years ago, I know you can.
I remember 20 years ago, but I don't ever remember going to Blockbuster looking for a Variety. Just didn't happen. I went to Blockbuster for movies and video games. That was it. Joshua Tika in here says, "Hey, John Matrixx. Thank you for joining us." And I'm not even going to pull up an article because it's pointless.
Yeah.
We kind of know what's out there. Maybe you guys don't, but we'll kind of jump into it.
The basic idea of what has happened here, it's a utter nightmare. We found out there were only 2 episode scripts written. Okay. After Kathleen Kennedy has the unadulterated nerve at D23 to haul Obi-Wan's ass on stage.
All the scripts are done.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. She said all the scripts are done. They're ready to start shooting beginning of the year. We're at the beginning of the year, and only 2 scripts were done.
Correct.
I don't know how many scripts they were planning on doing, but this was supposed to be a 6-episode series. And now we're hearing that 2 episodes were written and done.
That's right.
And Hasim Amini, he's fired. The writer is fired. Another Kathleen Kennedy failure. Another failure. Another production problem under Kathleen Kennedy's watch. And you should know that she's an absolute liar about everything. And what Ewan McGregor said was that he tried to do a bit of damage control and everything. But here's the problem, man. Ewan McGregor said he read the scripts. He thought they were great. Kathleen Kennedy thought otherwise. That's why the writer was fired. And that's why they're going to get new writers to come on, because Deborah Chow is still involved in the show so far as we know.
Yeah, except you know what she may end up directing in between? Did you hear this today?
Captain Marvel 2?
Yep.
I heard that on your video. I actually watched your video, but I was driving, so I didn't get a chance to comment.
Grace Randolph was the one that said it. Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah. So it looks like now production was supposed to start this summer, and it's going to be pushed back 6 months to the beginning of next year. And apparently the Kenobi TV show is supposed to come out, I guess, next fall. Wow.
I wouldn't count on that happening, by the way.
Well, you need a new writer. You need him to write. I guess you could technically still shoot beginning of next year. But she said everything was in place. Everything was ready to go. Everything wasn't ready to go.
Well, here's what looks terrible. Ewan McGregor come out and said, frankly, that they hadn't really got to all the writing squad hadn't gotten involved, I guess the story group, because they were so busy working on episode 9. And I was like, wait a minute. And I pointed this out in my video. I was like, why do they need anybody from episode 9 to be involved? Because the Mandalorian's been shooting season 2 for 2 months while episode 9 was still shooting.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
They don't need to be involved.
Because they were shooting episode 9, they couldn't start doing this, but they was making Mandalorian same time. The same people are not involved with the movies.
It's not jiving.
No, it's not. So it's bullshit, man. Mr. Pete is in the house. War, I declare a nerd war. Lucasfilm must burn. Nothing cleanses the fire. Cleanses like fire. bring us the head of Kathleen Kennedy. My boy Razvan is here also. I saw him up there. Brie Larson as director for Captain Marvel 2, please. How about no?
I don't give a damn.
How about I
do.
really don't care?
They can shove
really.
that movie straight up their ass.
I really don't care about that movie. I'm not gonna see it in the movie theater anyway. Disney Plus that bad boy. Just like the next Star Wars movie, 2022. I'm not going to go see it in the movie theater. Disney Plus and that bad boy.
Disney Plus my ass. Arr, matey. Walk the plank of the 7 seas.
Yeah. Do you think actually now that Disney Plus is a thing and it's so cheap that they probably going to shoot themselves in the foot with the next Star Wars movie? People just wait for Disney Plus just to go see it?
Look, they don't have any original content lined up for Disney Plus itself.
No.
Once the Clone Wars is over.
Man, the Clone Wars looks so good.
Yeah, it looks very good. WandaVision doesn't start shooting, I don't believe. I think in April, maybe. Winter Soldier in late summer. But look at the turnaround for that. You need almost a year after production is over before it starts. They're in a lot of trouble not having a show ready to go as one ends.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Something is just, you shouldn't have all these problems, man. It should be easy to get this done. Kathleen Kennedy should have just came out on D23, announced Ewan McGregor's coming back. We're in a process of, starting pre-production. That's all she should have said. If she didn't say all of this extra stuff, it wouldn't have really mattered, Now, they can still probably get it all out on time, but that's not the point. The point is there's more trouble with a Star Wars production. Episode 7, problems. Episode 8, no problems. How did that turn out? Episode 9, problems. Rogue One, 8. Problems. Solo, problems.
Because she's involved. Most of it was shot in one shot, one take, and look how that movie turned out. A dumpster fire.
Yeah, man.
Rolling down the hill on a tire fire.
Episode 9 was such a dumpster fire that it actually had one director. Concepts were taken from that to make the last movie, Rise of Skywalker. Boy, I gotta say, man, the Rise of Skywalker is the worst Star Wars name ever for a movie. Ever. The name is horrible.
I gotta tell you this. That Tor Valum from that concept art, I love that freaking character, man. God dang, but I wish I'd have seen that on screen.
The problem is that Palpatine's master is Darth Plagueis. So why would they have a Tor Valum?
He wasn't a Sith, though. I can't
Tor Valum
remember.
Wasn't. He's like an assassin or something, probably.
He was something that was strong with the Force. I guess you could say a la Snoke, maybe, except he was 7,000 years old and he assisted Palpatine with his training. Now, he may not be Palpatine's former master, per se.
I got you.
But...
Yeah, but it kind of opens up some problems. The sense that, all right, Tor Valum, where's Plagueis? For the people that actually know Palpatine's master is Darth Plagueis.
Some of that concept art looks so good. I gotta be honest. I was like, wow.
Yeah, on Coruscant with the guillotine with the lightsaber blade, that looked really cool. I think that was my favorite shot.
There's another issue for Colin, because that was Captain Phasma standing there.
Yeah.
Well, she died in episode 8.
Yeah. And I guess the picture with Luke training Rey, I guess Luke was alive. I'm assuming.
It sure looks that way.
Could have been, The rise of Rey, not Skywalker. Exactly. Hashtag Ray Palpatine. Or Ray is not a Skywalker. Oh, man. All right. We got quite a few people here watching now. Smash that thumbs up button, guys. We have 21 people watching and 11 thumbs up. Come on. We can do better than that.
Senator, what's up?
This is not the way. Senator Dave is here. I see Till Leader says, WTF, what did I miss? What you missed was Obi-Wan Kenobi. Things we heard about yesterday, we have more detail now. Just to recap real quick. Kathleen Kennedy at D23 said that all the scripts are written. They're ready to go, ready to start filming. And now they have fired the writer on the series. And they only had 2 scripts done, not 6. And also, I forgot to mention that they're trying to now condense it down from 6 episodes to 4. So I wonder if they're going to just like make each episode longer. Because based on a TV show, like that Dracula series on Netflix, it's only 3 episodes. But each episode is an hour and a half. So I think that each one needs to be somewhere around there.
Got to be an hour and a half long. If there's 4 episodes, it's got to be an hour and a half long.
Exactly. It needs to be an hour and a half long.
It needs to come out equivalent to a trilogy.
Yeah. But with our luck, man, it'll be 35 minutes each episode, Mandalorian style.
Stop it. I'm hoping the Mandalorian's a little longer this next year, you know?
Yeah. But I think that Disney and Lucasfilm, they want to be so done with the George Lucas created characters that this Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show is only going to be 1 episode, 1 season, I should say. 1 season. And Clone Wars, the problem with Clone Wars that I'm a little bit concerned with is Filoni, George Lucas, when George sold to Disney, he had 3 seasons written. 3 more seasons written. We're only getting 1 more season now. I'm telling you, they want to wipe their hands clean of George Lucas completely. In all actuality, I don't even think they really even care about the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. Because after Clone Wars is done, after Obi-Wan Kenobi is done, that will be the official death knell for anything associated with George Lucas. Because they're going to go in completely new directions. Yeah, you may get your episode 10, 11, 12, but it's going to be complete Disney characters. They've already killed off most all of George Lucas characters, and it ain't going to work.
They're going to learn the only way to truly do this right is you got to make this sequel trilogy Legends and move it right back out of the way and start over. You got to do it.
And actually, they really they could, because if you look at the way they market the movies, they don't market them as episodes 7, 8, and 9.
Right.
You only see that in the open and crawl. You know, it was always Star Wars The Force Awakens, Star Wars The Last Jedi, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. You can easily decanonize these things.
I want to see, a lot of it has to do with the leadership that comes in after she's gone. If it's somebody that's got a great relationship with George Lucas, like Jon Favreau or Dave Filoni, then Star Wars has got a chance to come back. It does. If it's not, I think Grace Randolph swears up and down it's going to be Jon Favreau. She said it again today.
But no matter what, man, because it's now owned by the mouse, it will. Could it get better under Filoni and Favreau? Yes. But will it ever recapture the magic under George? Those days are long gone.
It can't. It can't.
No, long gone.
There's too many corporate restrictions that come down. Yeah,
it can still be good. I think the ceiling is going to be Rogue One. That's going to be the ceiling. And I like Rogue One.
Rogue One or The Mandalorian, something right in there.
For the most part, I think what you're going to get is more Solo than anything.
Ooh,
that ain't good enough.
I hope not. Not if somebody is big. I don't know. I'm hoping that Favreau will have the wherewithal to put the right people in place on the right
But
project.
Solo had a mouse kind of feel. It had a Disney feel to it. And I think that's going to be more than the norm. Because in a way, Rogue One was probably a bit too dark for what Disney probably really wanted to do. I mean, they canceled the Clone Wars, a cartoon from the Cartoon Network, because it was getting too dark.
I tell you
that.
what, I'm watching it right now. There are some episodes that are dark as hell. Really are. And it's so good. God dog, it's so good.
Yeah, and we know that Cad Bane and what was it, Cad Bane and Boba Fett supposed to have a standoff?
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to get to see that.
I don't think we're going to see that. I think this
they're going to scrap it because they're going to bring Cad Bane back. I think somewhere.
Yeah. But the great thing about Clone Wars is this season anyway. This is going to be more Revenge of the Sith, told from a different point of view. Really,
it's intertwined with Sith.
Yes, it is. You saw the scenes.
Yeah,
and you're going to actually, I think, see it from Ahsoka's perspective on what happens during Order 66. I'm pretty sure you're going to get some scenes taken directly from Revenge of the Sith. We already saw that already.
There's some lines in it, I know.
Yeah, I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi.
Yeah.
And Anakin seeing Padme pregnant, that already tells you this is intercut with Revenge of the Sith. That's kind of intriguing. I do like that angle. This could be a very interesting season.
More Awesome Metal is correct. He says apparently KK doesn't want current scripts because they look too much like The Mandalorian with Obi-Wan watching over Luke. That was her problem, is she said it was way too much like The Mandalorian, and she didn't like that, and she scrapped what was already written.
If that was true, I don't want Obi-Wan Kenobi to be a whole lot like The Mandalorian. Because if it's just him watching over Luke, he's never getting off Tatooine.
My understanding is he was supposed to leave and go meet with Leia.
Now that would be cool. That would be cool because I want to see him meet Bail Organa. Bring Jimmy Smits back. You can cast a young kid actress around 8 years old to play Leia. That'd be really, really cool. You know? Also, you probably can bring back actually, could you bring it back? No, yeah, you probably could be Mon Mothma, because she knows about Obi-Wan Kenobi being alive in Rogue One. You remember she says, your friend, the Jedi, and he said, yes, I'll send for him. He's been in hiding. So she knows Obi-Wan.
Hey, I saw a cast list for Mandalorian season 2.
Yeah.
She's on it. The actress, what's her name? Guinevere.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on it.
That's going to be interesting because she's probably, if I'm not mistaken, isn't she like the president of the New Republic or something
like that? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So that'd be interesting right there. Ahsoka versus Maul during Order 66. Could this be somewhat of a deception by Filoni when you see that they're about to fight, so to speak? Could it be more like that Maul versus Kenobi and Rebels, and it really wasn't much of a battle? Maybe something is going to intervene with them.
Yeah, I actually don't know that it's going to be all that extensive, if you want to know the truth.
Me neither. I don't think so also.
I don't think it's going to be a big fight. I could even see, there's a couple of swipes back and forth, and then something interrupts the fight.
Right.
You know, so.
Rose Rants, $2. Just cause. How you say it? Cause? Just cause? Just cause?
Because.
Well, I appreciate that. Super chats are very much appreciated. Since we ain't getting no ad revenue this month.
Man.
I'm being saved by super chats, man. You guys, I just got to thank you guys so much for the super chats this month. If you saw the ad rates for this month,
we are getting our asses handed
to us. Awful. It is awful. I mean, the super chats are the only thing that's really. Actually, I think like 80% of my income from this month from the channel is because of super chats. I'm not getting nothing.
80% of mine is from the top 5 films of the year live stream we did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. Man, if I was doing this full time, man, even let's say the YouTubers that are getting like $20,000 in a month, they're probably getting like 10 grand this month, I would say.
Still good, but
it's still good. But the January blues, man, on ad revenue sucks. Just sucks. And make sure you guys subscribe to Road Trance too. John Campia pissed off at Filoni is a nothing burger. Nothing burger? He already said if he allows Ahsoka, and Campia hates Ahsoka.
Did you hear he called Ahsoka Dave Filoni's pet masturbatory project?
Yeah.
You're slurping Rey.
What the hell is Rey then?
And you're slurping Rey.
Ahsoka is a much more developed and better character than Rey.
Look at all she went through. Do you remember the arc she had with the younglings after the Transdotians kidnapped them and took them to their planet for the hunt? She got her ass kicked in those 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And Chewbacca showed up. And so in 2 episodes, she had more character building than we got in a sequel trilogy. I was like, are you joking? Is this a joke?
Oh,
God,
man.
it's so irritating.
I don't see how anybody can like Rey. I don't see how anybody can like Rey. Remember, Collider had that video last year where they ranked the top Star Wars heroes, and they had Rey above Ahsoka. I was like, what? I was like, are you guys serious?
Yeah.
No.
Mark Fernandez was like, what? He's a big silly guy.
And all the other shields, man, they were like, I think she was ranked. No, I think Rey was ranked like number 6, I think. Maybe 5. I don't remember.
5.
But that video was getting downvoted to hell by everybody. That just shows you that Star Wars fans overall do not like Rey. They don't. They just don't like her. Mr. Pete, thank you for the $2. Imagine if Windows clones painted their helmets. Most of the clones already paint their helmets. Do Windows clones not paint their helmets? I haven't even noticed. It's been a while.
I haven't noticed either.
Yeah, I need to go back and look at that then. But thanks so much for the super chat. It's actually Mr. Pete is 75% away to the bit time. It's getting close. So you were like Mr. Pete needed 700 subs. I think you got that. So what's the bit time? You talking about 75% to 1,000 subs?
Yeah, I think
get
he's
monetized.
Over 800 now.
Okay, all right, all right, that's good, man. But thanks so much for the super chat. Ahsoka is gonna duel Maul, trap him with the help of her clone troopers, but then Order 66 and the shit hits the fan. Only Rex, who remoted the inhibitor chip, is gonna be on her side. Now, here's the thing I wonder. Wouldn't it be cool if Rex didn't take out his inhibitor chip when Order 66 is given? Because Ahsoka is going to be with the 501st. What if he's about to attack Ahsoka? And, him and Ahsoka are like really close. But some kind of way, he doesn't follow his order. Or would you actually want him to have his inhibitor chip removed first before Order 66. Because when Rebels comes along, he removed his chip.
Right.
So I wonder if he's actually going to have his chip removed already. I don't know. But I think it would be more interesting if he didn't remove his inhibitor chip before Order 66.
And he just chooses, makes a decision not to go through with it.
Yeah, or maybe at first he's actually really. They would have to be careful how they do it, though. Because Cody and Obi-Wan, they were pretty close, but not as close as Ahsoka and Rex. They got to be careful with that. This is going to be interesting. I mean, the safest way would be to just have him remove his chip before the order is given, I think.
Right.
Because you notice he also said that us clones we have mixed feelings about the war because without the war, we wouldn't exist. I mean, he talking to Ahsoka. Right. That's some interesting stuff, man. That's some really interesting stuff. Let's see here. Josh Tika says, how Disney Star Wars still sucks. The effects of his corporate stink affects all of us. That's jumping on me. All of us, John Matrixx. Yep. I hope you're hyped for Narcos Mexico season 2 in February. I haven't finished season 1 yet.
I haven't either. And what I've seen is really good. It really is good.
Yeah, I'm actually about to watch. There's a new series on Netflix called Pan Epidemic. I think I'm gonna check that out with my wife tonight. And I finished watching V Wars last night. It sets up season 2 pretty good. Pretty good.
I need to finish that Narcos Mexico because Diego Luna was phenomenal in that shit.
Yeah, man, you haven't finished. Really you haven't finished Sarah Connor Chronicles yet.
I got distracted by the Clone Wars. I was like, that Clone Wars. I started feeling it coming. I did finish season 1, I think. No, I've got 1 or 2 episodes left, maybe 1.
Man, season 2 is pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
It's a lot longer too.
Yeah, it is. I think
it's like, what is it, 20 episodes or something like that?
Season 2?
Yeah, it's really long.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's something like that, but it's really, really good. Oh, wait a minute. In the trailer, Rex is at her feet, wounded, so you might be right, John. We'll have to see. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be really, really interesting to see what's going to happen with that.
I think as long as you got the sound up, you can bring that trailer up. Actually,
all right,
think of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna enlist this anyway, so I really don't care. Let's find it. Let's look at it. Everybody's live talking about this.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Neurotic is live. I know.
They're probably talking. Let me very quickly ask the chat. Who in the chat has watched Picard yet? I want to watch it. I like The Next Generation. Now, I'm not a Trekkie, but it's on my watch list now. I want to see it. So maybe somebody in the chat seen it.
Hold on.
Mr. Pete, I bet's watched it.
All right. The Star Wars YouTube channel.
Mr. Pete, Short Circuit is on Disney Plus. There's a lot of good stuff on there. There's a lot of movies I didn't expect. Like I said, all their sports stuff is on there. I've watched Invincible twice since I got it.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Oh, they have the comments turned on now. They had comments turned off. That's funny. Okay, let's watch this trailer again. Is sound coming out?
Nah, I don't think you're going to get sound through here.
Not on my mic anyway. Hold on, let me do this.
Oh, Mo. I love it.
Directly from Sith.
Was that Maul on Death Watch? Is that who he was?
Now, let me go back. I think that is.
We're supposed to see the Siege of Mandalore. I
Yeah,
think.
we are.
Yeah.
See, I don't understand though why the Mandalorians take off their helmets. Or don't take off their helmets in the Mandalorian, but they do here.
I think it was Lord Callus that was saying something about they were trying to reset their culture back to
What it was.
yeah, sometime before the Clone Wars.
You know,
before the time
now that
period.
I think of it, the Siege of Mandalore, they got massacred.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe they wore the helmets to keep their numbers kind of hidden.
Well, she even says you wear the helmet to hide your identity, essentially, because of the purge. I think she said because of the purge.
Okay. Well, I guess they'll probably explain that too. After the siege and they lose, we'll probably end up seeing Din Djarin probably too in this. I think they're probably going to tie him in. I think they would.
Rosvin says, "Will we see Kanan Jarrus?"
Yeah.
Good God, that'd be cool.
I think so, man.
Kanan's one of my maybe next to the Mandalorian. He's my favorite Disney character.
I wasn't a big Kanan fan.
Oh, I liked Kanan Jarrus.
Yeah. I mean, I like him. I wasn't a big fan of him.
I even got a Kanan figure in here.
Let's see. Witness the end. Where have we heard that before? Yep, that's definitely during the events of Sith. Wait, hold on. What was that? Who is that?
Oh,
that's a clone trooper down.
Yeah, definitely.
Are they in the Jedi Temple? No. I don't know where they're at.
I got to make an observation. I'm really worried about her arc with her newfound friends.
Ahsoka?
Yeah. Have you noticed some of the imagery of some of those folks that they got her involved with?
Yeah.
They feel awfully Carrie Hart like.
Yeah.
That's concerning to me.
Yeah, I guess in a way it is somewhat concerning, but
I mean, I'm just if you ever looked at a social justice warrior and then looked at some of them, you'd be like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I didn't want to go there, but it's been bugging me since the first trailer, if you want to know the truth.
Yeah. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kanan. Yeah. Kanan is in that. Well, he's Caleb Dune at the time.
Yeah.
Now he's at that table. That shouldn't be at the same time when Mace Windu actually says, "Since a plot to destroy the Jedi," because he wasn't there in Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
So this has to be another place in there. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see his master assassinated. And I'm pretty sure that Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to come back and do the voice of Caleb Dune. He won't be Kanan in that.
Right.
So he did the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing, changed his name.
I
But
like
you would think that,
any Jedi that's not afraid to use a blaster from time to time.
but it's so
A la Luke, you know. Luke
but
did
it's
too.
but it's so uncivilized. That's the problem. According to Obi-Wan, anyway.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Kanan had a little Han in him. He was kind of a jerk off at times, you know. I like that. Kanan had some swag to him.
Yeah.
That's why I liked his character a lot.
See, at first I didn't care for Ezra that much at first, but Ezra kind of grew on me. But Kanan never really, he didn't really do much for me.
Ezra is still a tough sell for me.
I always thought that Sabine and Hera were much better characters than Kanan to me. I like them better. That's just me. But Rebels it's not on the same level as Clone Wars at all. It's good, but it ain't. Clone Wars is like the best Star Wars stuff overall to me.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Clone Wars be like a 9.5, Rebels be like a
Clone Wars
6.75.
Clone Wars is like a 10 to me, man. When you look at the whole thing, and as long as they don't pull a Rise of Skywalker on the last season of this and don't ruin it, wouldn't that be something though, man, if this season went full Rise of Skywalker and destroyed everything?
Hey, Rosvin is pounding the table to see the trailer again.
Yeah, I'll pull it up again.
Wasn't he blind? I was never sure because he didn't pay close attention to Rebels.
Yeah, he got blinded in the season before last.
Yeah.
The season before last, he got blinded.
Yeah. I loved him holding off all that stuff when he actually, spoiler alert, didn't make it.
Yeah. Okay. Full screen mode. Here we go. See, Maul knows everything because I'm pretty sure Palpatine told him everything.
I can't remember. Did Pre Vizsla die?
Yeah.
He's already dead.
Yeah,
right?
Maul killed him.
Yeah.
When they fought.
Yeah.
But one of the Mandalorians is from House Vizsla in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's Jon Favreau again.
Oh, his character. Yeah, that's right. The big one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Let me go back real quick. I just noticed something. That part with Anakin here, is he already Lord Vader and going to finish some more Separatists?
Oh.
He has that look on his face.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Is he Vader right there?
Is he Vader right there? That's what I want to know. Because in Sith, he said, well, he sent them to Mustafar, but he probably on the way went and handled some other business too.
Right.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Man, there's something else I noticed there. Oh, that's probably just when Anakin gave Ahsoka, put her in charge of the 501st. Man, there's so many questions.
Hey, go back to that Anakin shot with him swiping the lightsaber. No, you went way too.
Okay.
There was another shot of him swiping the lightsaber. I wanted to
After,
see if we could see his face. Yeah, after that.
let me just play from right here.
There it is.
Oh,
That's too quick.
he has that look of anger on his
Yeah,
face.
yeah, he does.
He may be Vader right here.
Oh man, that raises the stakes. You know, there's a shot of Obi-Wan with his hood on.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's already in hiding in that shot.
Could be.
That's a hologram shot
Could be.
where he's talking to somebody.
I'm wondering though, it would have been really, really cool. Let's say Anakin is already, this probably won't happen. Anakin's already turned to the dark side. Okay. What if he goes and he meets Ahsoka face to face when he's already Vader? I'm not saying they're going to fight, but I would like to see that. What is going to happen between them? Because in Rebels, she only senses him in the mask. She doesn't really know. She thought he was dead, apparently. So what if they meet up with each other? Because she has the 501st. And we know that he ends up taking the 501st and walks in on the Jedi Temple on Coruscant.
Right.
So what if?
How are you going to feel about that, knowing because he would have to let her go. I guess she could escape, but
Yeah,
we don't know that there's any scars from a fight between her and Anakin.
I don't think they ever did fight.
Right.
But if you read the book, when Anakin and Obi-Wan are on Mustafar and they're doing that talk in the book, he actually tells Obi-Wan, walk away, go away right now, go and meditate somewhere or something. He's going to let him go. I mean, that didn't happen in the movie. But what if, because, you know, him and Ahsoka were really, really close. And she didn't betray him. And he understood why she walked away from the Jedi. So they had something in common, you know?
Right.
But when Obi-Wan walked on Mustafar, it looked like Padme and Obi-Wan were kind of setting Anakin up in a way, in his eyes. But also knowing that Ahsoka is not a Jedi, she walked away from the Order. She is somebody that he absolutely trusts. And you remember that Palpatine told Anakin, every single Jedi is now an enemy of the Republic. Ahsoka's not a Jedi. I mean, this may be some tidbit things. That'd probably be the most interesting thing about this season if they show them together while he's Vader. Think of that.
I hadn't even thought about that.
That'd be really cool, though.
Yeah, that could be interesting. That could open up some possibilities.
And I'm willing to bet we're going to see Vader in the suit. I think that's going to happen.
Let me ask you this. Do you think we get any kind of a Maul and Vader confrontation?
I was thinking about that, too, because you go to Rebels. You remember Maul told Ahsoka and all of them that he said he couldn't beat Vader.
He said, I can't beat him.
He said, I can't beat him. So I'm wondering if they actually fought.
And we may get to see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The only way we might not see that is if they're holding that back for a possible Crimson Dawn TV series. Then we might see him and Vader fight on that show. So, which would be cool. I'd love to see that live action.
Fox says, I hate to say it, but I agree with Campy. If Ahsoka beats Maul, I'm out. I don't think there's really going to, even if they do fight, I don't think there's going to be a winner per se.
I think it's going to be a stalemate situation.
Yeah, I think so, because they live up until Rebels. And when they actually saw each other, I can't remember what they thought of each other when they saw each other. But I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. There'd be something different. But guys, I think I'm about to wrap this up. I don't want to beat a dead horse twice. I'm just doing this again because there was just new information on Obi-Wan.
I think Obi-Wan's got a chance to get axed altogether. I think it's got a chance.
I would not be surprised.
I really do.
And if that happens, that would be the death knell for Kathleen Kennedy, I believe.
Maybe.
But we've been saying that.
It's been,
hey, but the Last Jedi can't kill you. What can?
I mean, is there not a silver bullet out there? Somebody got something for the wolf? I mean, come on. She's like Jason Voorhees. She keeps coming back from the dead. Every time we think we've got her, she pops up with a freaking hockey mask.
Yeah, I mean, she has 9 lives, man.
God.
And she's been doing a lot of talking since the whole episode 9 stuff. She won't shut her mouth now. So anyway, man, any final words?
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Yep. Well, folks, have a good night. I actually am going to make a video tomorrow, so I'll have videos coming out. I haven't made a regular video in a couple of days, but I will, starting tomorrow. So peace, we're out.
Till next time.